I have asked this question to Ross Jeffries, Michael Sertain, a lot of people, and the question is, what are some things the pickup artist community gets wrong?
Okay, interesting. I think negging, first off, they think it's insulting. And if you read the definition, the formal definition on the internet, it is not the actual definition. It is the neg version of it. It says that it is a backhanded insult. That's just the neg of negging. Someone doesn't like the idea, so they write something derogative about it, defining it instead of allowing me to define it. I'm the man who coined the word neg. It was used, neg hitting. Neg hitting was used by Trump in reference to how Hillary Clinton was treating him. Oh, she's just neg hitting me. So it is used in popular culture, but there is a misunderstanding that it's an insult. It's not so much of an insult as it is just putting a person in their place, demonstrating that you're not after them. It's the opposite of hitting on them. It's giving an indicator of disinterest or IOD. A neg and an IOD are the same thing. People are still doing direct game, day
I was
game,
I was
single
exactly about to
approach
say this. Yes.
theory. So
Yes.
single approach theory is bonus rounds for me. Some people only play in that realm. They think that getting 15 no's on the street are gonna one day pan out to getting a yes, and then it's a numbers game. And if you're gonna play numbers game, at least build a skill set while you do it, instead of doing the wrong thing over and over and over again. It's not working. You feel like you're being a creep. You are, son. There's no need to creep women out. In fact, we do indirect approach. This is where we convey our personality first before they have to judge whether they want to see us again or not, right? Some guys get it all wrong. I'm like the structure of pickup that I've developed is backwards engineered from what worked, what clearly worked in my life. So when you go through the 9 linear phases within courtship, opening, DHVing, qualifying, moving the set into a lock-in position so that you can build comfort in C1, then getting a phone number, which is a time bridge to seeing her again at C2, and then bouncing her to C3, which is your living room, so that you can then go to S1, arousal, S2, handling last minute resistance, which is minimized by recognizing that most pickups take, or most courtships rather, take 7 hours. They take somewhere between 4 and 10 hours. If it's under 4, you're compromising comfort. If it's over 10, you're falling into the let's just be friends zone. So 7 hours is a general rule for pickup that has been agreed by dozens of pickup artists around the world. I've had a chance to meet them. So if you just abide by the structure and you take it baby steps, just one phase at a time, and you'll get all the way to S3, which is seduction, mutual seduction. And you really aren't successful if you only have sex with the girl once. To me, that's a failure. You can't have sex with her a second time. But you can backwards rationalize it as a one night stand that you chose. Really, it's her choice, and you just can't get any more. So that's a one night stand. That's a failure. 3 times that you've had sex is an indicator or a pattern that you're in a sexual relationship with her. So courtship goes to having a sexual relationship rather than just having sex.
Mhm. You remember Bad Boy, direct game guy from Croatia? Me and him were actually about to set up a debate between direct gamers and indirect gamers,
Oh,
and
Eric, you
he
should come
was,
on that.
yeah, yeah. He wants to take on everyone. Like he wants to be by himself, representing direct game, and wants to take on everyone who supports indirect game. So that'll be pretty funny.
Well, maybe I'll
Nice.
watch it.
Okay, cool.
Mystery.
I'll
I
I'll
think
I'll
that mystery. I think you should mention though. There's levels to this game. The level system, if you have
Oh,
time.
that's right. We call them the 5 levels of game. The first level is not opening girls by themselves. That's level 0 game. Level 1 game is opening the group. That's where we start. Gentlemen, you want to open, you want to meet a beautiful woman, you're going to have to meet her and her friends. She's not alone. And her friends may be men. So if it's a 5 set, 1 girl, 5 guys, I've been in the situation where I've met these mixed sets. That's what we call a mix. A mixed set is men and women in them. And I've been in situations where 4 guys end up giving me the girl. So it is possible. It's actually, lucrative to open mixed sets. People don't know that, girls are bored as F when they're hanging out with a group of guys and no other people are introducing themselves because of those guys. That can become boring. So even if there's a couple, you can come in and talk to a couple. Couples are bored. Imagine you had a girlfriend, you went to a club, no one's talking to you, you're bored stiff, you may be, doing some public displays of affection to entertain each other for a while. But other than that, you would welcome the opportunity if someone came in and wasn't hitting on her, but rather nagged in order to demonstrate that he's not after her, mentioned he had a girlfriend, and then was fun, right? I've been in situations where I've opened up a 2 set, found out that the couple was married, and then I would go on to say, is it all right if I borrow your wife for a minute? I'm going to open up a group of people. I'd like her on my arm when I do so. So the woman I'm interested in that group will be less threatened by my approach. And I remember at the docks in Toronto, I remember doing this in one case, and the man said, "Oh, please, it sounds great, sounds fun." And we ended up opening the set together, she and I. She didn't have to talk; she was just there, and I ended up bringing the woman of interest back with me to the man. I brought his wife back along with the woman, so that worked in my favor. I think that indirect gives you greater maneuverability than direct. It allows you to be dynamic and deal with the fact that it's not based on your comfort levels of whether you two are going to have sex or not. It's based on her comfort levels. So when I hear I consistently get a girl within 1 hour, no disrespect, but that just doesn't sound real to me, based on the fact that I've met dozens upon dozens of pro PUAs around the world. I've trained a number of them. I know it works because I'm going in field. I'm an infielder. While many guys are talking on computers, I'm in field with Baxter talking to people in real life, right? There's a lot to learn from doing that. Those are my thoughts.